welcome back to another video, and today we have Season 4, Event number 5 of Monster Jam Holiday Racing. That is right, guys, we are officially halfway through the season. This is the 5th event out of 10. Now, before we get things started today, I do very quickly want to go over the top 5 trucks in the points. So coming into today, in the points lead is Prowler with 15 points. Now, he has a 3-point lead on second place right now, which is Megalodon with 12. Then we actually have a tie for 3rd, 4th, and 5th between Iron Man, the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels, and Tasmanian Devil. All three of them are 4 points off of the lead with 11 points. So those are the top 5 in the point standings coming into today. Now, of course, after this event, I will go over the current point standings at the end of this video. So if you guys do get eliminated, you guys can always just skip to the final couple minutes of the video just to see where you guys stand in the point standings. But anyways, guys, let's take a look at all of the races up close. I know you guys have been looking at them for the past minute now, but I do just want to show them up close. And as always, if you guys don't know what truck you're in, then make sure to just go down to the comments below, and you guys can see where I will post a pinned comment with the entire field of trucks. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. If you lose in round 1, you will get 1 point. And without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Hot Wheels with the white roll cage taking on Iron Man. So, event number 5 is underway. And the first win is going to go to the white roll cage Hot Wheels, and that is his first round 1 victory this season. Next up, we have the Old Tool Gravedigger taking on Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And it's going to go to the Old Tool Gravedigger. Next up, we have Dragon taking on the 2014 Monster Mutt. And it's going to go to Dragon with the upset win. Next up, we have your Event 4 runner-up, Batman taking on Max D. And it's going to go to Batman. Next up, we have Orange El Toro Loco taking on Zombie. And it's going to go to Orange El Toro Loco. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on Captain's Curse. And it's going to go to Captain's Curse. Next up, we have the 2017 Monster Mutt taking on Hot Wheels with the Black Roll Cage. And it's going to go to Hot Wheels. Next up, we have Mohawk Warrior taking on Crustacean. And ooh, that is a very close race. Mohawk Warrior does a wheelie and Crustacean flipped over. Oh man, that is very close. I almost think Crustacean's tire might be ahead of Mohawk Warrior's, but honestly, guys, I think that's too close to call. I'm sorry if you guys disagree with the call, but I think we're going to have to do a rerun. So we have switched up the lanes, and here goes the rerun. And this time it's going to go to Crustacean with a block. Next up, we have Megalodon taking on TMNT. And it's going to go to Megalodon. Next up, we have Soldier Fortune taking on Son of a Digger. And it is going to go to Soldier Fortune. Next up, we have Avenger taking on your defending champion and points leader, Prowler. And it's going to go to Avenger with the upset win. Next up, we have Pirate's Curse taking on New Tool Gravedigger. And Pirate's Curse rolls over. That's going to give the win to the New Tool Gravedigger. Next up, we have Gravedigger Track Ace taking on Michigan Ice Monster. And it's going to go to Gravedigger Track Ace. Next up, we have Higher Education taking on Tasmanian Devil. And it's going to go to Tasmanian Devil. Next up, we have Mechanical Mischief taking on Red El Toro Loco. And it is going to go to Mechanical Mischief. Next up, we have the final race of round number 1, which is going to be between the 2011 Monster Mutt and Blue Thunder. And it is going to go to Monster Mutt. So here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round 1 here today, which means they will get 1 point for this event. And now it is time for round number 2. We are down to 16 trucks, and here is a great look at all of the races. Now, for those of you guys that have been following along with this season, you guys probably know that the very, very common theme so far this season has been that the right lane is winning. Not all of the races, but the majority of them. And that stayed true again there in round number 1. The left lane only won 4 races, which I believe was won by Captain's Curse, Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels, New Tool Gravedigger, and Taz. Now, Crustacean originally was in the left lane, but he ended up tying Mohawk Warrior, and then he got the right lane and won. So it was 12-4 to the right lane again. They only won 4 races, and again, like I've been saying, I don't really know what to do to fix it. I've experimented by putting some ramps and some crush cars at the bottom of the ramp here, and they don't really do anything. That's why I haven't actually done them for the event. So again, we're probably just going to have to deal with it, and I'm probably going to stop mentioning it as much as I have been. I just want you guys to know that if you guys are noticing it, I definitely am too, and it's very unfortunate because I want the best outcomes to happen and the fastest trucks to get the win, but, you know, with the right lane winning every time, it kind of makes it hard for that to happen. But anyways, guys, we're just going to have to deal with it like I said. So if you lose in this round, you will get 2 points. And without further ado, we're going to kick things off with the white roll cage Hot Wheels taking on the Old Tool Gravedigger. So round number 2 is underway. And the first winner is going to be the white roll cage Hot Wheels. Next up, we have Dragon taking on Batman. And it is going to go to Batman. Dragon rolled over. Next up, we have Orange El Toro Loco taking on Captain's Curse. And it is going to go to Captain's Curse. Next up, we have the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels taking on Crustacean. And it is going to go to Crustacean. The left lane has won 3 out of the 4 races so far in round 2. Next up, we have a Battle of the Customs. We have Megalodon taking on Soldier Fortune. And it is going to go to Megalodon. Next up, we have Avenger taking on New Tool Gravedigger. And, man, see, that's the problem right there. Avenger, he was in the right lane, and he got a little bit of a head start because that's just what happens when you use this ramp. He was able to get ahead, and it was enough to get in front of Gravedigger. When Gravedigger had the momentum, he ran into the back of Avenger, and that's what rolled him over. So it's kind of unfortunate again, but I guess that's just how it's going to roll. Avenger will take the win. Next up, we have Gravedigger Track Ace taking on Tasmanian Devil. And it's going to go to Tasmanian Devil. Next up, we have the final race of round number 2, which is going to be between Mechanical Mischief and the 2011 Monster Mutt. And it is going to go to Mechanical Mischief. So here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 2, which means they will get 2 points for this event. And now it is time for round number 3, otherwise known as the quarterfinals. Now in round 2 there, it actually was 4-4. The left lane won 4 races and the right lane won 4 races. So yeah, that's definitely what I like to see, and hopefully that continues for the rest of this event. But anyways, guys, like I said, this is the quarterfinals, and I will go over the field of trucks when we get down to the semifinals. So if you lose in this round, you get 3 points. And without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Hot Wheels with the white roll cage taking on Batman. So who's going to be the first person to move on to the semifinals? It is going to be Batman. Next up, we have a Hangout Squad battle between Monster Jam Collector Racing and Monster Jam Collector 2007. And it is going to go to Monster Jam Collector 2007 in Crustacean. Next up, we have Megalodon taking on Avenger. And it's going to go to Avenger. Next up, we have the final race of the quarterfinals, which is going to be between Tasmanian Devil and Mechanical Mischief. And did Mechanical Mischief come back? That is very, very close. I'm going to have to show you guys the aerial view, and from the way that they are angled, it does look like it's going to be Taz because this shelf is in a perfect line from where the racing lane is. So if we go straight down, you guys can see it is definitely Tasmanian Devil, but what an effort from Mechanical Mischief. So these 4 trucks right here all lost in the quarterfinals, which means they will get 3 points for this event. Now, before we move on to the semifinals, there's actually something I wanted to point out, and I'm just noticing this now, but in round number 1, the first 4 event championship trucks all lost. Event 1 was Red El Toro Loco, Event 2 was Blue Thunder, Event 3 was the 2014 Monster Mutt, and Event 4 was Prowler. So all 4 event champions lost in round number 1. I just thought that was something pretty interesting that I wanted to point out to you guys. But anyways, guys, we are now down to the semifinals, so let's go over the field of trucks. Inside of Batman, we have Monster Jam Fan 0311. Inside of Crustacean, we have Monster Jam Collector 2007. Inside of Avenger, we have Fifi K-Res. And inside of Tasmanian Devil, we have One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008. So we have another Hangout Squad battle right there. Monster Jam Collector 2007. He was able to beat Monster Jam Collector Racing in the previous round, but we're going to have to wait and find out to see if he can beat Monster Jam Fan 0311. And the only other thing that I wanted to point out is that we are going to have a new championship truck. So anyways, guys, if you lose in the semifinals, you will get 4 points. And without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Batman taking on Crustacean. Actually, there is one more thing that I wanted to point out, and that is 2 of these final 4 have actually made a championship race appearance, but they did fall short. It was Batman in the previous event, event number 4, and then Tasmanian Devil did it in event number 2 and he fell short. So both of those trucks are trying to get redemption here today. But anyways, guys, let's find out who is going to go to the championship race. It is going to be, oh man, what a race all the way down to the end. And it is going to be Crustacean from the left lane. Monster Jam Collector 2007 is moving on to the championship race. He went from tying Mohawk Warrior in round 1 to moving on to the championship race, all in the same event. And man, oh man, Monster Jam Fan 0311, like I said, he lost in the championship race in event number 4, and now here today in event number 5, he has fallen short and lost in the semifinals. So sorry, man. Better luck next time. You were so close, and you are going to collect 4 points, but Monster Jam Collector 2007 is moving on to the championship race. So who is going to meet Monster Jam Collector 2007 in Crustacean in the championship race? Is it going to be Fifi K-Res in Avenger, or One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008 in Tasmanian Devil? It is going to be One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008 in Tasmanian Devil. Like I mentioned before, he lost in the championship race in event number 2. Now here we are 3 events later. He's making another championship race appearance, trying to get his redemption. And man, oh man, Fifi K-Res in Avenger. This is the farthest you have made it all season, and unfortunately you fell short in the semifinals. So you will collect 4 points here today, and better luck in event number 6 to you. So Batman and Avenger both get 4 points for losing in the semifinals here today. And now we are down to the championship race. Inside of Crustacean, we have Monster Jam Collector 2007, and inside of Tasmanian Devil, we have One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008. So the winner is going to get 6 points, and the loser will get 5. Let's see who is going to get it. The winner of Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season 4, Event number 5, is going to be none other than One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008 in Tasmanian Devil. He has gotten the win here today, and now in back-to-back events, they have been won by a truck that had previously lost in the championship race, because Prowler won the most recent event before this, and he also had lost in the championship race, I believe in event number 3, and now Tasmanian Devil, back-to-back events, a truck gets redemption. He collects 6 points here today. And man, oh man, Monster Jam Collector 2007 in Crustacean. You were so close, man. I thought you were going to get the win, but you have fallen just short, and you will collect 5 points. So that is basically going to do it, guys. Again, congratulations to One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008 in Tasmanian Devil, and now I'm going to calculate the point standings. Alright guys, so here's the updated point standings, and as you guys can see, we have a brand new points leader, which is today's champion, Tasmanian Devil. He came into today in a 3-way tie for 3rd, but his win here today has put him in 1st place with 17 points. So 2nd place is Prowler, who was the leader coming into today, but now he is in 2nd place, 1 point behind with 16. Then 3rd place is Megalodon with 15 points. 4th place is Batman with 14, and then we have a tie for 5th between Crustacean and Hot Wheels with the black roll cage, both at 13. Then you guys can see 7th and 8th is also a tie between Captain's Curse and Iron Man with 12. So that is your top 8. Now I will show the rest here. I'm not going to announce them all, but I will show the rest. So as you guys can see, we have Blue Thunder down to Gravedigger Track Ace with 11. And then we have 3 trucks there with 10. That is the top half because there are 32 trucks. But then we have a handful of trucks here with 9 points from the 2017 Monster Mutt down to Soldier Fortune. Then 3 trucks with 8. Then it looks like we have 4 trucks with 7. Son of a Digger is the only truck with 6. And then Monster Mutt Rottweiler, Michigan Ice Monster, and Mohawk Warrior all have 5 points because those 3 trucks are yet to get a victory in round number 1, which is very unfortunate for them. But yeah, guys, now that we are halfway through this season, I would definitely say everybody like in the bottom half of the standings, I would say from 9 points all the way down to 5, I would say they are definitely in trouble, and any of those trucks probably have to get an event championship here pretty soon, because there's only 5 events left to go now, and as you guys can see, first place is 17 points, which is Tasmanian Devil, but the top 8 here are only separated by 5 points. It is still anybody's game, and I'm really looking forward to see how these final 5 events are going to play out. So anyways, guys, that is basically going to do it for this video. Again, congratulations to One Bad Ghoul, Rhinomite 2008, and Tasmanian Devil for winning today's event and now being the points leader. So anyways, guys, if you are new to my channel, make sure you guys do subscribe, because I am currently on the road to 4,500 subscribers. And then, as always, make sure to leave a like on the video, turn on post notifications so you guys get notified every time I make a new video, and also comment anything you guys want to down in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.